What's up, Tamiya addicts? Welcome to the next episode of our speedrun challenge on our Tamiya TT02. So last time out, we had a decrease in speed. We started with our stock speed of 19 miles an hour, and we'd added our red wheels, which kept our speed at 19 miles an hour. And then we added the aluminium prop shaft and the prop cups, and that decreased our speed down to 17 miles per hour. However, we feel in the long run, when we start increasing speed, adding better motors in there, that prop shaft will be vital to keeping the car going and giving us a decent top speed. But for now, we're going to take the hit. We'll go down to 17 miles an hour, and our next upgrade is going to be the high-speed gear set. So in the title, we have high speed. Hopefully, we're going to get a bit of an increase in speed. However, as we started at 19 and we've dropped down to 17, I'm only hoping that this will get us back up to where we started at 19 miles an hour. But let's have a look and see what it does. So what is a high-speed gear set for those of you that don't know? The high-speed gear set replaces your standard spur gear that comes with the kit. So this attaches to your propeller shaft. This plate goes around here, and then the propeller shaft goes in, and this should tighten things up, ready for high speeds. You'll see it says 68T on there. That means there's 68 teeth or tooth going around this spur gear. Now the standard kit comes with a 70T spur gear, so it's got 70 teeth around it. So this is going to reduce the amount of teeth that go around. And your pinion, your standard pinion in the kit is a 22 tooth pinion gear. So you are changing the ratio of gears. Now, I'm not really technical on this sort of stuff, but the closer the teeth are together on the pinion and the spur, as in the number of teeth, the closer they are, you start bringing the ratio down, which means you should get a higher speed. Now, there is some physics behind it, a higher speed or a higher acceleration. I don't know too much about that. This is what this project's doing. It's going to help me understand a bit more about doing speed runs and stuff. So in your instruction manual, when you're installing the motor, it will tell you to put it in this position on the motor mount, 22. That's because you're using the 70 tooth spur gear as supplied with the kit and the 22 tooth pinion gear. However, if you're going to change your spur gear and you're going to start changing your pinions, then you need to refer to this little guide here. So here's your spur gear 70, which is your standard one, and if we're using the 22T, it's telling you to put it in position G, which is number 22 on the motor mount. However, when we switch to the 68T, 68 tooth, and we remain with the pinion gear of 22T, then we're going to have to put it in position E. So that means we're going to have to change or switch round the motor mount and use the other side and reposition the motor. So it's really important that you don't just keep the motor stuck in its same position, because then the teeth are going to be out of alignment and you'll just strip your plastic parts. So your pinion's usually metal and your spur gear is plastic as supplied. So that could strip if it's not binded properly. Yeah, you're not getting that mesh or whatever the actual word is, the correct word, sorry. So as you see, this is your ratio, your gear ratio. If we're using 18 teeth, we've moved away from being closer together. Yeah, then 22 is closer to 68 than 18 is. So the gear ratio goes to 9.82 to 1. If you stick with the standard pinion that came with the kit, you're going to be 8.04. And as we get a bigger pinion, we're coming down closer and closer. So this here is saying on this one, on this guide here, if we change down to a 64 tooth and went to a 29 tooth pinion, then we could get a ratio of 5.71. Now, again, the maths, the physics behind all this, like I say, it can affect your acceleration or your top speed, the speed you achieve when you go on your maximum miles per hour flat out and stuff. So with that probably comes changes to your speed controller, and your electronic gear maybe the motor will start heating up, get hotter quicker, and you'll probably need a fan. So this is all things we have to consider as we move forward with this. But however, this high-speed gear set is not going to change all that for us. We should see, hopefully, a slight increase in speed when we do it. But like I say, I reckon we'll probably just end up where we started. So our next job is to get this bit of kit all put together and installed and into our TT02. So, as it is with speed runs, came out, and as you can see, my speed run area is lovely and quiet right now. And it was lovely and quiet when I started, but as soon as I started getting the car out, all the dog walkers, all the cyclists came out. But we got some runs in, and if you remember, our stock first speed with no upgrades was 19 miles an hour. We've put a couple of upgrades in that reduced it down to 17 miles an hour. And our high-speed gear set, the result of putting that in, has took us back to 19 miles an hour. So it'd be interesting to see what it would have been if you just put a high-speed gear set in straight away. But we're back where we started, which is what I expected. So next time, our next upgrade, hopefully we'll get over the 20 mile an hour mark. And I think next it's either going to be the shocks, to upgrade them to oil-filled shocks, or we might try a new motor to see if that changes things first, and then go for the shocks. But stay tuned, find out what we do next on this series of TT02 Speedrun Challenge to see if the hop-ups are any good for the car. Until next time, thanks for watching.